It is the chapter of BSc second year and CCB 6th SAM. You see, abscisic acid, like other growth hormones, is found in the plant. It was discovered by W.C. Lai and isolated by K. Okuma in 1963 from petiole and fruits of cotton, stimulating abscission. It is found in all vascular plants, mosses, liverworts, algae, bacteria and fungi. So it is found in all kinds of plant structures. The structure that you see here to the structure, it is a 6-carbon ring structure. They are very complicated, but like auxin and gibberellin, it is a very important part of the hormonal activity in the plant. It is found in R and S forms. R and S forms. The natural form is S, abscisic acid. Its fresh weight is 0.03 to 4.0 milligram per kg, fresh weight. Fruits and seeds contain the highest amount of abscisic acid. It is transportable to other tissues and leaves. Transports from cell to cell. And most translocation takes place through xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem. Abscisic acid has been isolated from sperms, gymnosperms and angiosperms. After its activation, several such activities start, like inhibition of seed germination. Inhibition of seed germination is seen here. The excised barley aileron layers are incubated in buffer containing gibberellic acid for 3-4 hours. Gibberellic acid causes a substantial increase in the enzyme activity. About 1 mm abscisic acid can cause as high as 50% inhibition of the elongation growth in 2 hours. Elongation is inhibited. Elongation is inhibited. So it is the mark of presence of abscisic acid, and the elongation of the stem is ceased. And it is due to the enzymes. Inhibition takes place due to enzymes. So first of all, this inhibits enzymatic activity, and thereafter the elongation process is inhibited. Germination is also inhibited as a result of ceasing the enzymatic activity. Seedlings of many crops like glycine, max are inhibited. Senescence Abscisic acid causes abscission of leaves, fruits due to senescence factor. And geotropism is caused due to basipetal translocation in the cap to stimulate a positive geotropic response. Senescence is here. Bud growth, it is also suppressed by the presence of excessive amount of abscisic acid, and when it is not found there in very low amount, so the excessive amount and the decreased amount both cause inhibition in growth. Bud growth is suppressed, so it is the dormant stage. Although the dormant stage is overcome by auxin as well. And this closes stomates as well. The closure of a stomate is also caused. Exogenously induced abscisic acid causes stomatal closure and thus reduces water loss. So water loss or water uptake is caused by abscisic acid, and thereby the growth is suppressed or the growth is made passive. Mechanism of action. Mechanism of action. It takes place through nucleic acid directed protein synthesis. mRNA is decreased. The transcription and translational process are seized or disturbed. So that process is inhibited, and thereby the protein synthesis is inhibited. So it directly inhibits mRNA and the ribosomal unit, thereby inhibiting protein synthesis. So it is very complicated process here inside the synthesization of protein. And involvement of secondary message. Calcium and comedulin both are very important here to assist the action of abscisic acid. It is the mechanism. Calcium and comedulin are essential. To proceed the action of abscisic acid. Development of radish seed germination is controlled by abscisic acid and is inhibited by calcium ions. Calcium ion can inhibit it, and when it is combined with comedulin, or one of them is found, if the calcium ion is found or the comedulin is found, the action will be passive. So the action is possible only in presence of calcium ion and comedulin. Both should be present along with the action of abscisic acid. So it is very critical and important point of view to be noted down. Synthesis: abscisic acid is synthesized by mevalonic acid via isopentenyl pyrophosphate and farnesyl pyrophosphate. while xanthine is converted into abscisic acid. So it is the process of synthesization, and it is also a very complicated process, synthesization. Abscisic acid is synthesized first in the plant, then the mode of action starts. But whatever you see in here, comedonine and calcium ion participate to make it active, and thereafter mode of action starts. So particularly abscisic acid seizes some growth of parenchyma, tissues, and thereby suppresses growth of stem apex and elongation of the stem and bud growth, whether that is the lateral bud growth, intercalary growth. All these are there. Thank you.